Hey, it's Kairo. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a deck breakdown here just really quick. I want to go over some of the stats so far with this deck, just so you know kind of where we stand. I'll update them if I do more videos with this deck, but I have had a super fun time. I've had a blast playing this because it's so fast. It kind of reminds me of Boros Burn from last season, and it's just a really good deck for in the climbing the best of one ladder. So as you can see right here, yeah, right there, 9-3 so far, 9 wins, 3 losses. 71% on play, 75% on the draw, which is actually good. So we have a good percentage of wins on the play and on the draw. Before I let you go, I want to give shout outs to the members of this channel. Thank you very much for the monthly support. I really, really appreciate it. Taylor Belcher, Bruno, Eli K, Country Fried from channel It Resolved right here on YouTube. If you haven't checked them out, check out their channel. They're awesome. Ben Garcia and Benjamin Clay. Thank you all very, very much, and I'll see you next time. Alright, here is the deck breakdown for the GRUUL deck that I've been running. Having a blast playing this deck. It is lightning fast, and the good part about it is, if you know you're going to lose, you pretty much know you're going to lose, but you can really hammer out some games on the ladder with this thing. Currently, I think it's like 9-3 or something like that. Whatever the stats said, I'm going to put those in the video too. Here we go. Kumano faces Kakkazan. We run 4 of these. This is our 1-drop in red enchantment. Deals 1 damage to an opponent and a planeswalker they control, or each planeswalker they control. So keep that in mind. If you have a Liliana at 1 loyalty or something, you can smoke her with this. Step 2, your creature gets a counter when you cast it. And step 3, it comes back as a 2/2 haste. And if a creature was dealt damage this turn by a source you control dies, exile it instead. Good for getting rid of tenacious underdogs that are everywhere in the meta. And the 2-drop green Kami that everybody runs and brings back to their hand. Phoenix Chick. This little guy's a 1 red, 1/1 flying haste that can't block. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, you can play 2 red and bring him back with as a 2/2 with haste and attacking. Ascendant Packleader. 3 of these. 1 green, 2/1 enters the battlefield with a counter if you control a permanent with 4 mana value or more. And then when you cast a permanent with mana value of 4 or more, it gets a counter. 2 lightning strikes, 2 mana cost, 3 damage to any target. Good for hitting the opponent's face if they have 3 life left or as removal. 2 Rada's Firebrand, 2-drop 3/1. We can pump it, and it also, when it attacks, you can choose a creature with power equal to or less than Rada's Firebrand, and that can't block. So good for getting damage in when you have blockers up. Llanowar Loamspeaker, 2-drop 1/3, tap to add 1 mana of any color. You can also animate one of your lands only as a sorcery. Becomes a 3/3 elemental with haste until end of turn. So it ramps you, but it also can be aggressive. We love him, he's great. Quirion Beastcaller, 2-drop 2/2. When you cast a creature spell, put a counter on him. When this thing dies, you can split those counters among any permanents that you like. Creatures. So it's great for getting you value if this thing trades in combat. If it gets exiled, unfortunately, the counters go away, so we hate when this thing gets exiled. Yavimaya Iconoclast, a 3/2 for 2 with trample. Kicker of red, if you do that, it temporarily gets +1/+1 and comes in with haste, so it can attack as a 4/3 for 3 mana. Like that, if we need to get just some damage in, and the fact that it has trample, means it's a great target for counters. 1 Rending Flame. Why 1 Rending Flame? Well, 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. We're not targeting planeswalkers with this. This is a bullet with Sheoldred's name written all over it. Opponent plays a Sheoldred, it's very hard for us to get through. You have to get your creatures with a couple counters on them or just try to go in the air. So Rending Flame is there for that. But it can also take care of Jin if you're playing mono blue. 2 Squee Dubious Monarchs. 3-drop 2/2 haste creates a 1/1 goblin that's attacking whenever it attacks, and you can play it from your graveyard. Thundering Raiju, the all-star of Boros Burn from last season. 2 red, 2 generic for a 3/3 haste. Put a counter on a creature you control when it attacks, and then it deals damage equal to X, where X is the number of modified creatures you control other than Thundering Raiju, which, as you can see, we have a lot of modified creatures as we play up through the mana curve. Halana and Alena partners. 4-drop 2/3 with first strike and reach. Don't forget about the reach because it does come in handy whenever you're getting pinged by a flyer. Something like a Delver of Secrets or whatever. Put a couple counters on this and use it defensively if you have to while it pumps your squad. At the beginning of combat, you can put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature where X is Halana and Alena's power, and that creature gains haste until end of turn. So if you have a choice between this and something else, a lot of times it's better to get this down first, so that way you play your creature next turn and it gives it haste if it doesn't have it. 7 mountains, 7 forests, besiege you who endures, for getting rid of artifacts, enchantments, or non-basic lands that we find troublesome and we don't want to see our opponent playing. Sokinzan, Crucible of Defiance, you can channel this out for 4 or less if you control legendary creatures, of which we have 2. And create 2 1/1 colorless spirit creature tokens. These are good for giving counters with Halana and Alena, good for Thundering Raiju to attack with them and get your modified creature count up so it can deal direct damage to the opponent's face. And just utility also could be jump blockers if you really find yourself in that position. Karplusan Forest, 4 Rockfall Vale, and that is it. I hope you enjoy the matches. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. It helps me bring more content. Hope you have a great day. Alright, here we go. 2 lands. We're on the play. Hand looks pretty good. We can draw another land. I think we'll be off to the races here. Alright, let's go. Turn 1, Kumano. Hit you for 1. Bip. See if we can draw lands here. Packleader. They're in white. Alright. I think we're safe to play Beastcaller as a 3/3 here. Well, no land, but we can still hit pretty hard here. Iconoclast, if we can... Oh, yes. Nice. Good start to the evening. 2 lands. We were going to run out of steam there, but we had just enough 1-drop creatures. Good game. Going first, 2 lands again. Now, do we Kumano turn 1, or do we Phoenix Chick turn 1? Probably Kumano, get the Beastcaller. And then turn 3, we can Phoenix Chick and hopefully Lightning Strike. Make the Beastcaller huge. 1 damage to you, 1 damage to me. Keep it fair and equal. We'll just start at 19. Yes. Another land. Very good. Get Beastcaller down. Now, if the Shuffler RNG gods really wanted to be kind to me, they would give me a mountain. So I could play Phoenix Chick and Lightning Strike. But I don't want to push my luck. Just whatever will be fine. I'm sensing a Fading Hope coming. Let's keep trying to hammer, though. Yeah. They didn't have it. Nice. 2-0. 2 quick games. Alright. Let's try to keep that going all night. Good game. Alright. We go first. We have 2 forests and a mountain. Don't have a 2-drop. We do have a Lightning Strike, though. And we have Squee, and we have some good 4-drops. So let's do this thing. Put down Forest first. If they think we're mono green, maybe they'll think we're like a little bit slower. No reason to play our red fast mana right away. Could be a good hand, though, especially if they get off to a slower start. Alright. Do we Lightning Strike that? So we get in with Squee for 3. Then we have a token to work with if they block the token. I think we give up card advantage to just go for speed here. Okay. They're going to make a token, they're going to take Squee out. Take Squee out.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
We want to make sure the Emperor dies.
Try not to miss me.
They don't seem like a deck that really wants to run board wipes. So I'm betting that they don't. Okay. See what they can do here. 3 cards. Rending 7 is not going to do it. We're too wide.
They prepare for war.
Yes. 3-0. Alright, opponent's going first. Only 2 lands. Shouldn't really be a problem. We have a Loamspeaker here, and we're on the draw, so we could probably draw a land. There we go. Spell Pierce right off the bat. Alright. No counter spell there. Alright, bouncing it. Mono blue tempo action. Strong deck. Do we play Halana and Alena here? Or do we just try to make 1/1s at the end of their turn, then play Halana and Alena next turn so we have a more wide board? And save Rending Flame for if they play a Jin. I think we wait. Make them play a spell that we can respond to. Okay, that's fine. Going out on a limb here, but if they don't have a counter, this could be good. Airtight Scorn. Alright, let's get in there then. We still got Rending Flame with Jin's name on it. Do they have another counter, do we think? Let's play around it. Before blasting out our other Halana and Alena. Try to go as wide as possible. Get this done. No creatures for them at all yet. Let's attack first. Alright, in that case, we're just going to play them simply as 2-drops. Wide as the Nile River. Alright, they didn't want to use that counter because they don't have a creature out yet. So we're running them down. We're running their counters down. We're running their interaction down. That's 2 Fading Hopes to make this appear. Urtai's Scorn. There's a Djinn. Okay. So, let's play this first. So, they block the pack leader here. We'll still get in for 6. We have to out-tempo the tempo. Combat, sure. But they can't attack us. Yes, they can. Do they plan on playing another Djinn, I guess, to survive? If they do that, we have Rending Flame. Alright, so they have March of Swirling Mist in their hand, without a doubt. So they can swirl this out, which is fine, I think. Let's go in. They would have conceded the game if they didn't have March of Swirling Mist, so... Oh, shore up. Okay. Then they block this. Then they take 4, and we lightning strike them. Or do we Rending Flame them right now? Yeah, because if they have Slip out the back, then they'll have to protect it and phase out and die. So even if they have Slip out the back, they have to phase their Djinn and die. Yeah. Got there. That was a nail biter, though. Mono blues like that. It's tough. Okay, opponent goes first. This is kind of a bad hand. These two will come in tapped on turns 1 and 2. This is probably not the best. Mulligan. Really bad, too. Alright, let's try to luck out and draw lands here. I'm going to get rid of Iconoclast. And I'm going to try to draw an untapped land. Go Kumano into Rada's Firebrand. Just need an untapped land. And then nobody will know. Alright, that'll do. Virtuoso. Got it. Let's attack. Make Virtuoso unable to block. They block with the Delver, that would be sweet. Didn't think they would. Kumano? Packleader. And then if we could make just one more tiny request from the RNG gods, if we could get a land next turn, that would be super sweet. Courage. I think they're just going to unload on that thing now. Force us to block it, maybe. Ah. So it's going to attack alone, deal a bunch of damage. If we can get that land, we can make their Delver unable to block, and that would be maybe lethal with Raiju. Maybe. What we really don't want to see from them is a Fading Hope. Really don't. Ah, Squee. Squee is not what we wanted. Yep. Think they're gonna get us. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was a long shot to start with. I mean, the hand was not great. We did get the land where we needed it, but unfortunately we never drew our fourth one. Now they can go double strike here. Yeah. Good game. You know, you win by the sword, you die by the sword. It's just what Magic's all about. So, good game.